It is shocking to see the Young Sheldon spinoff rule out one significant possibility so early on, even though Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is not in a rush to explain what led to its significant breakup. Georgie and Mandy's first marriage's title alone forewarns viewers that the program is not going to be a simple sitcom. Like its predecessor, How I Met Your Mother, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage came with a predetermined conclusion. The Big Bang Theory has already stated that Emily Osment's Mandy and Montana Jordan's Georgie eventually split up despite young Sheldon's ending giving the impression that the relationship was solid in content. Georgie made reference to an ex-wife in the sibling realignment episode 23 of season 11 of The Big Bang Theory. This demonstrates that he and Mandy are not a couple. Therefore, eventually, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage will have to provide an explanation for their breakup. Given that Georgie and Mandy's first marriage season 1 has largely demonstrated that they are a surprisingly stable marriage with a bright future and a ton of potential, this looks like a difficult challenge. This was emphasized further in season 1, episode 6, A Regular Samaritan, when Georgie's new acquaintance Valerie was introduced in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, so ruling out one theory. When his new buddy Valerie kissed him following a Bible study session at the end of A Regular Samaritan, Georgie recognized that she was thinking about more than just the Lord. This startled Georgie, who withdrew before Mandy disclosed that she had witnessed the interaction and did not return her advances. The fact that Georgie rejected Valerie's approaches indicates that he is unlikely to cheat on Mandy, even if Mandy punched Valerie as the episode came to a close. Despite the possibility that Mandy will cheat on Georgie in the future, this indicates that another plausible reason for their separation can be ruled out. Mandy's observation of Valeria and Georgie's kiss was evocative of Sheldon's erroneous belief that his father, George Sr., had cheated on his mother, Mary, and therefore almost brought back a catastrophic young Sheldon twist in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. Georgie may have easily suffered the same fate, but thankfully Mandy understood the kiss's context and recognized he was innocent. By skipping Christmas, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage can increase its prospects of overcoming young Sheldon's shadow. This objective was furthered by making sure Georgie did not meet the same end as George Sr. At this point in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, season 1, it is difficult to determine what led to Georgie and Mandy's divorce because Georgie is obviously not interested in cheating on Mandy. The most likely scenario for now appears to be Georgie competing with Mandy's father, Jim, in business, while the problems in their relationship may become more apparent in future episodes. Despite his dim-witted demeanor, Georgie has excellent business savvy and consistently finds new ways to make money for Jim's tire shop. In The Big Bang Theory, Georgie's elder self runs a chain of tire shops. The spin-off cannot overlook Georgie and Mandy's split, even though the off-screen tragedies in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage demonstrate that the program isn't overly committed to completing all of young Sheldon's setups. This incident is the sole reason the show exists, as the title suggests. Georgie and Mandy's split must be addressed, even if they subsequently get married again. The most obvious reason seems to be Georgie's astute economic acumen, which led him to open a competing tire store. Season 1 has mostly ruled out any other apparent explanations. Georgie and Mandy's first marriage continues to add tragedy to their split by demonstrating that their differences were not irreparable. The significant age difference between Georgie and Mandy may have contributed to their choice to end their marriage, although the couple already addressed this problem head-on in episode 4, Todd's Mom. Their difficulties might have been made worse by having to deal with Mandy's credit card debt, but in secrets, lies, and a chunk of change. Episode 3, Georgie not only acknowledged this problem, but also pledged to assist Mandy in getting over it. Another apparent reason for the couple's split becomes moot with every new episode of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. And understanding Mandy even encouraged Georgie to deal with his nervousness in Some New York Nonsense, episode 2. Now, A Regular Samaritan has demonstrated that, at least from Georgie's perspective, infidelity was not the issue either. As a result, it is now nearly hard to determine exactly what went wrong for young Sheldon's main couple, a problem that Georgie and Mandy's first marriage will need to resolve in later episodes.